And we're live. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's about Abu just came here representing Free Sports TV. And yeah, tonight you can see we don't have that many guests tonight. Lone Sports with Greg and Jiggy Dan as usual.
Yeah, we're there now.
Yeah, so if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Share this video.
Liverpool.
What Greg say?
Liverpool. We're black tonight for them funeral. Is it?
Hold on, Greg. Greg. When was the last time Arsenal played in Champions League?
2015, 16.
Yo, your name, Greg? You know, maybe with my mic and I answer.
Yeah, that's last time. When you take criticism, you have to watch out who you take criticism from, you know? You see it?
Yes, still funeral. Sego, funeral.
Okay, well that being said, Champions League it is. Jiggy, you wanna start with your team or you wanna
No, we can start with Liverpool and Madrid, you know.
all right.
Honestly, I'm very disappointed. I felt as if in this game we would have repeat what we did 2 years ago against Barcelona. We had the opportunity to in the first 20 minutes. Mo Salah had that opportunity. It was basically him and Courtois, and he kicked it on Courtois' foot, you know, which is one. He had a second one in the first 30 minutes, which he also put over the bar. And then in the first half, Gini Wijnaldum also put one over the bar. So, I mean, it's very disappointing that this would happen, you know. But the way we have to just give credit. The way Zidane set up his team, he frustrated us for the two games. Even though we were wasteful, you know, the way we play, we lost the game in the first half of the first game, right? The way we came out and played, and the way Madrid dominated us. Ketia never had a good game in that game, and we were all flustered. We never saw the type of pressing that Liverpool is used to. Liverpool played a very good game. This game, we pressed the whole game. The substitute, apart from the last two, which is Oxlade-Chamberlain and Shaqiri, all the substitute played well, you know. And I mean, what else can we do? But you know, the only thing I can say is that I don't believe that Klopp is gonna win any more trophies for Liverpool. So I think it's time to move on actually. So I'll just go ahead and say that, you know.
That's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
Greg is a Real Madrid fan. Elaborate, Greg.
Now go forward and like I don't watch a game, but it's so caught up in the City game. But it just I get commentary. But based on the commentary during the game from the Liverpool fans, I mean, you could tell that the entire forward line didn't show up today. Mane, Firmino, I mean, the non-scoring striker, Salah, you know, it was based on what they said, it was disappointing. And I was at least expecting 2 goals from Liverpool. No, I didn't expect Liverpool to go through because, like I said last night, Zidane, I've been saying for the past few weeks, Zidane know how to set up his team. You know, if he needs to defend, he knows how to set up that team. You know, they can attack. They might not play the most beautiful football at times, but he has them playing solid football. So I didn't expect Liverpool to trounce them like they did Barcelona and go. No, that wasn't going to happen. For Liverpool to do that, they would have to play extreme attacking and open football, and Madrid could hit them on the counter too. You know, so Madrid would have at least a goal in the game too. So I at least expected Liverpool to score, but yeah, I didn't waste much data on that game. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, well, you know, for me, you know, so I would sell all three. I would sell Salah, Mane, and Firmino all this summer, like one time, and use those to get some other people. You gotta try some young talent, somebody else to put in that system. If Cup is gonna remain there, because they gave him a 4-year extension. So it's like highly unlikely. But the reason I said that, I don't think we're going to win any more titles with Klopp, we have to look at the whole picture. When he arrived, 2014, after the 2013 collapse of Brendan Rodgers, the way he has dealt with FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, all these other cups, he has dealt with it flippantly, like they are non-existent. But if you look at it at the same time, he has not done anything in these cups. So for someone to come in so arrogant and behave like the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, these cups that other teams go and play are nothing. It just shows you his mindset and the fact that he doesn't want to change and make adjustments. Like we won the league last year, right? Came into this year, he didn't make the proper adjustment. The team fell off. We didn't do well in any competition, right?
But Iggy, wouldn't you think that the hierarchy prioritize the Champions League and the Premier League?
No. No hierarchy is gonna tell you that. Don't go out and try to win the cup games.
I didn't say that, but I said prioritize.
No, well, this is not. I would say this is not City. The City team, the City came in and everybody knows except Ricky, but everybody knows that the City ownership came and they got Pep only to win the Champions League because they had won three previous titles with two other coaches, right? And they had won the FA Cup and all these things. But for Liverpool, we had won the FA Cup, we had won the Carabao Cup, and we had won all these things. But for Klopp is the one who determined that the Carabao Cup doesn't matter. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he should prioritize FA Cup and Carabao Cup over the Champions League. I'm saying that he didn't put out like I think in the FA Cup we went out last year against Aston Villa. He put out all under 17 team, right? Like who and
what Diggy, you know the reason for that.
Hey,
go first.
If you have got Jiggy, I mean, figure Jiggy, you can't not clap for that. I mean, how much strengthening did the ownership allow him to do to the squad? No, Liverpool don't have a deep squad. We have a ferocious starting 11, especially attack. You know, you can beat even Bayern from them best day when on a team fully fit. But that's it, the starting 11. So if we're fighting on all four fronts, Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, you can't expect him to continue to play the regular starters in those games. Of course, you go have to mix and match and bring in younger players. And some of those young players that you're complaining about that played in that game, not Phillips and the next central defender, they actually played in that game, and the experience they gain is helping you guys this season when all your senior centre backs are out. So you can't clap and say, I mean, Wenger used to do it all the time. The Carabao Cup for Wenger, even when we weren't winning the league, the Carabao Cup was what you used to give your youth players that are in the peripheral the exposure and the game time. Because if not, they're gonna get fed up and want to leave too. So you gotta be giving them some game time. I mean, you have 18 and 19-year-olds who think they are better than playing against the fellow 18 and 19-year-olds. They need some playing time, and like I said, the League Cup is what you use for that. So
this is what I'm saying.
Winning teams in the League Cup.
Origi in a player, Shaqiri in a player, and there were a couple of other players who weren't playing at all for Liverpool because captain in the game at that point. So I'm saying to you that you have a set of players, these players on your bench who is not playing in the starting 11, right? This is the year after we win the Champions League. Not playing in the starting 11 in the Premier League, not playing in Champions League games. I'm saying to you that these are the players, and you say, oh, you want a 1 and 2 game? Go and play Carabao Cup to keep their level of competition up. This is what I know that City and Man U have a deep squad and Tottenham, but this is what they do. They play those players in the Carabao Cup. Right? If you're not playing consistently in the Champions League, if you're not playing consistently in the Premier League, then you play those players who are sitting on the bench in the Carabao Cup. You don't put on some Kohler and some 17-year-old and say, okay, who cares about the Carabao Cup? When you really haven't proven anything yourself. You win Champions League, you win the Premier League over 6-7 years. But apart from that, you have done nothing else. Right? This year, you get the first year he got some adversity. He withered away. This was the first year of adversity. If you think about it, our team has been healthy for about 4 or 5 years. That had the same starting 11, right? In the first year, failed adversity, the team withered away. It's on the coach. It's on the coach.
Jiggy.
But
Jiggy, I don't know if it's because they got a personal vendetta against Klopp, but last season, now I said this is fair, back Klopp or make excuses. Klopp complain about the congested schedule that him have back-to-back games. You know all of this, Jiggy.
he is the one who don't play the players, bro. You can't. He is the one who don't play the players.
Him play with
The players.
Jiggy, just this season, I mean, when was it? Was it in December? When was Liverpool at the Club World Cup? Is it this season or last season?
Start of the season.
Start of the season.
Yeah, because we win. You have to win the. I think I started the season or last season. The Club World Cup is after you win Champions League.
Yeah. So it was the last season.
Yeah.
Liverpool had a League Cup game the day after a Club World Cup game. And Klopp appealed to the FA and asked them if they can shoot. That's when he put out that like an under 16 team against
He was being spiteful. You know he was being spiteful.
He's very disingenuous
because
he
was being spiteful. So he was supposed to send his bench players to go back to England. I mean, remember now, the Club World Cup is played in where? In Japan? Somewhere in Asia.
I remember he was being spiteful.
He was supposed to send the players off his bench to go play the League Cup game.
Shaqiri and Origi and then they didn't play no game.
And then who you have on your bench for the Club World Cup games?
Fly them over there to play. Like back-to-back games like NBA.
Yo, get it. I clearly think Jiggy have a personal vendetta against Klopp.
I understand Klopp is like what you call now, a one-trick pony. He only play one way.
True.
You know, so from Jiggy's team, Jiggy was like, him can't change up his style. It's just the one style of playing, and that now go work out in the English league. I mean, he worked for the first couple seasons because, boy, nobody couldn't deal with that press, not even City. I mean, they will have a very good City team and trounce them, you know. But after a while, the players themselves get burned out too. His one
City what City do? City win the last 4 games against me. Beat up the last 4 games, right? After this, remember my first game when Mane get the red card and put up a foot and lick Ederson in his face. And we
was
get
that like the first meeting, bro?
You get 5 love, right? And then Klopp win like 3 or 4 in a row. And then from that, we don't go close. But I would like to point out, it's as I said before, it's the first year of adversity, and he couldn't do anything with it. That's what I'm saying, bro. His system is very good. But after a while, people get to figure that out after I play against the tons of time.
Yeah.
Jiggy.
Fair enough. So just say they had a Liverpool fan there, Canada, crying and listen to you.
Yo, we can't.
I try to contact that one and no answer, nothing.
But you know, Liverpool.
Hey,
Chelsea.
Go on.
I'll switch you going. He's supposed to glad say Liverpool not go through. No, Liverpool would have beat them, you know.
Yeah, easily. Chelsea easily. Chelsea is not.
Why so if you forward on the live?
Chelsea on the side.
You know what Travis just said? Travis has some more. Oh shit! So the Travis has some more coach. Which coach? Which coach argument? They might have some more grades, ball coach. Coach, yeah, they brother.
Coach, I hear that. But anyways,
when we step on the live last night, or night before, we said with taxi there, we said everybody know which side. And as Klopp have to do something in push out Milner. What did Klopp do today? Start Milner.
Milner start today?
Yes. Yeah. As we said on the live last night, we said as Klopp have something to do, he run go start Milner. And we know say all of us at club them a laugh after we. Because by them say, yo, the man them a jar for Milner put in midfield. Milner. Right? That's why I ask you, what did Curtis Jones do to lose his position, to lose his job on that team? The man played against Crystal Palace about 3-4 months ago. He made a mistake, they had a score against me. And from that, the man played about 1 or 2 games. Right? Let them say from the start, I see him man start all for Liverpool. And then he make a mistake and he can't play for Liverpool anymore. Milner start over Curtis Jones. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. The man like the players we like, he like the system we like, and that's it. When it go to like today, it go to hell, he just throw on everybody, throw on Axe, Shaqiri, everyone was going for the field and go play.
Well, me never get to say my two piece about the game.
Say a thing.
Well, that me go mention. When him put on the double change with Jota and Thiago. Where at that point you have four playing forward. You like the two attacking options with Firmino and Jota, but still never deliver. My thing is, me support what you say with Salah. Salah was wasteful. Not just Salah. The front, Liverpool had chances to score. If Liverpool did a finish at least one of the goal first half, then it would be a better second half. But credit to Madrid, because me never see them shut out Liverpool at home. So
I'm gonna say this to you. If Suarez was on our team, this current team, and he gets all those opportunities Salah get, he will average 50 goals a season.
But Suarez is a way better finisher than all of them put together.
But he just say Suarez?
No, if Suarez was on our team and he get the same amount of opportunities Salah is getting, he would average 50 goals a season.
How Suarez reaching at this score?
No, because I'm saying
a comparison, Greg.
That Salah, ever from the first year at our club, Salah scored 50 goals, I think, the first year at the club, right?
What? Brother, Salah is not a 9, you know. Not remember that, you know.
But when I say 9 or not, we're talking about the opportunity to score. That's how our system set up.
But we knew that from Salah, the Roma, you know.
Right? In a Roma, only average something like 13 and 10 goals.
Yeah.
And he fouled at Liverpool and scored 50. But if you look at his conversion,
he scored so much.
I think it's like 20-something%. That means that the club system creates a lot of goals, goal scoring opportunity. But Salah has not taken it. You know what I'm saying? If anybody else who could have slapped the ball into the goal, they would have scored 40 to 50 goals every single season easily.
But then you have to things if you never sell Suarez and get that piece of money and Coutinho, some of them players wouldn't be at your team right now. But Suarez is a way better finisher, so we don't have to debate that.
No, I bring Suarez.
You have to get 12 chances to score 3.
Travis says City now in the league, then will collapse. So I'll just say, if City lose the league, you fail with Travis. Black soldier. But Travis really feel like City can lose the league, man. The Champions League, yeah, they might lose it. As a PSG next. But
Travis probably just a bit sarcastic.
Yeah, man, yes, the man said them go collapse. And then him said the quadruple not go happen. He have a point there, so quadruple might not happen.
That me can agree with Travis with, but City not winning this league. I think eventually they would have fire Pep for real. They would have fire Pep for real. If
City don't win it, the Champions League.
Well, the Premier League, the Champions League is not promised, brother.
Champions League hard for winning, man.
Ricky don't believe so.
Ricky don't believe so.
He don't believe so.
No, right. Ricky say, "I look, win it."
Look has never won Champions League, bro.
Any final thoughts on the game?
Look has never won Champions League.
Yeah, man, Porto win with luck.
The man them play every team 2 times, bro, except the final.
City.
You ever play every team 2 times. Except final.
Yo, let me tell you how Porto get lucky that year then.
Okay.
Deportivo Alacano knock out one rotted AC Milan team, I say, boy.
Who was on the Deportivo side?
And the AC Milan team if we winning now.
Who was on the Deportivo side?
Joaquin did up on it. You remember the ball at the Buju? I think him still a player. My probably about 40 years still a player. He play by the wing, but him slow. He play by the wing, but him slow, but him well skilled. Joaquin. I think Joaquin did up on the side. Jalmina did the pan side there. Who the freak is that on the port? That Deportivo La Corona.
So them show.
Take the night and look up the squad, and we discuss that tomorrow.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on the Liverpool game? I think Jiggy must apologize to the Madrid fans about him going win 4-1.
No, me not apologize.
Yeah,
That is supposed to win. Right? We create opportunity. Salah score the goal them. Right? But we're in a hole already. We're in a quagmire. So that's how you go.
So let me ask, you think if you did check, you think even if the early chance the Madrid would have under some pressure?
Game totally different.
Different game.
Different game.
At that point, Liverpool will have to score one more.
That's
But never
Salah did I hear Ramos voice? Probably if Ramos did play, when I get a penalty. Who knows? You know? But it looked like Shane coach might handle something this season. Because them are Chelsea next. Soldier, what do you think about that? Leave your comment. You think you're gonna run over Chelsea, over Real Madrid? Zidane your ball and your coach, you know. Let's see.
Any final thoughts on the Liverpool game?
Well, last week I said that Zidane has done a better job of coaching in competition than Klopp. So, I mean, it's just that are the facts, you know. That are the facts.
I mean, we all know that.
So,
all right, big game. The game will even Jiggy watch. Switch over and freeze my time.
No man, yo. It's when about like 14 minutes or so when the man them say Jude score, I say yo, oh the other game I go on, so let's put on it on my phone.
Byron agree with the Jiggy. Say Klopp is one-dimensional.
But he is. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. Why? How can a coach, a big coach, be beaten by some small team? Because everybody know what he's gonna do. It's easy. After you catch on to it, if you don't have the top players, after you catch on to it, you know what to expect every time, every single time. Because I see him thinking about over. Even if you switch out the players, them I see him thinking about over. So that's why in the second game, we never do anything. When name again? Zidane usually just crowd you out. He give you the ball and crowd you out on top of the 18 and then clear the ball. So we had all this position on top of the 18. I don't think Courtois had one save in the second half. And we had all this position. Oh, we're threatening. And then nothing. For the whole second half. So I was like,
good today.
Yo, the one Byron saw me, they just go say that. Because I may wait for if you don't say, you know. The same thing we have to Wenger towards the end. Because he never have the quality, and everybody knows that this kind of ball game Wenger go play. Blackburn could have beat way, Bolton could have beat way, Stoke could have beat way. Because all of them teams they used to play similar, you know. Just forward and come play some physical ball game. Stoke just defend and Rory Delap takes so long throw. Fling the ball up and Peter Crouch and then beat. So him like that same thing Wenger used to play, but at one point, Wenger will have quality players. When he have to defend for the likes of Ben and Shamak and them and them. You know?
When you have to start Milner, Tony Cruz and Madrid and Casemiro, we have a problem.
Yeah.
36-year-old Milner.
I would like that for that.
All right, so City.
And to the champions.
So it's a City thing now.
Like you want to switch, so?
Nah, switch. Sterling and Foden and my ball at them.
So you think City are going to win it?
More of them win it.
Me don't want them win it.
Nah, Sterling is still yard, man.
No, he chose to play for England. Next Sterling go on him and go with him fake class.
No, man, Jamaica never call.
No, I think left Liverpool make Jiggy vex, but it's a Jiggy baller. You can't trick me.
Yeah. Very way, man. I do Shane the why. And because Shane the panic fi say Mbappe go win. That's why he must say that. Shane the dog. Call Shane phone again, but Shane need for there for this. But me go first with that one. Dog. the game intense, you know. They look at youth, I mean, made it serious and we go get a red card at one point because he went tired because Jiggy at about him ball at Emerson. Yeah, Jude Bellingham
Emery did that.
all
That gave away the penalty.
right? And I tell like boy a bucky pan in your hand. When he stretch out the hand and he hit. But yo, Bellingham played a damn good game, dog. You know, he couldn't do anymore. One time you can say, yo, him like him not physically developed enough yet, and it just take a toll on him. The amount of running we do, you know. But me surprised like Haaland try some of the time today, but he not show up enough.
Greg, me not gonna say that.
Eh?
I think in the second half, I think me see him touch the ball 3 times. Or maybe
That's
2.
why I say him not show up enough.
But
Let me get to that as a somebody who go take over the mantle from Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. You have to get involved in the game, dog. You see me?
true, but the couple of times.
I say Philly gets put eyes for Mbappe.
But
They are rude. But yeah, you have to drop off sometime, but you get involved in the game.
But
me
at that
can't
time, me see him touch it when
me
he
can't
drop.
leave him alone because Rice, who what do you make you ask, you know? Say Rice at his peak and De Bruyne at his peak. Who would you choose? I would have probably a plan to say Rice because Rice
De Bruyne, bro.
sniped and not injured was a real good German machine, you see me? But him not show up today. The youths them show up more than him. You see me?
Yeah.
And him was supposed to be the one where if he take the game by the hand. Probably the coach should have put on Julian Brandt earlier. Because when
Earlier.
when Brandt forward and pan the field, you see Brandt that try to do something, he might try. Even though I not rate him, a jiggy ball, I not rate him. But at least he was trying, you know. But Haaland and Rice did not do enough for me today.
Greg, how I look at it is that you're saying that maybe Rice in his prime is better than Kevin De Bruyne. But this is what I'll say.
No, me didn't say better. Me say me would have probably choose him if me be Latino.
Oh, okay.
I'd have probably Rice me choose.
So I'll look at it from this point. When you say, all right, some of the greatest footballer, the midfield of all time, they have done it consistently, seasons over a long period of time. So someone forward in and give one great season or 2 great seasons, we don't include them in the conversation. We remember that season and that's it. But for Kevin De Bruyne, if he has continue on to do like 2 or 3 more seasons of what he's been doing, he's gonna be in the conversation of one of the greatest midfielders ever played football. So I'm saying that I can't put him in the same conversation with Rice, right? But when I look at this game today, right? When I spoke to you, and no, I think Ricky said, "Oh, Bellingham score," and I switched to the game and I was watching it, right? The player that impressed me the most is Dahoud, right? But the way I think that's how he pronounced his name, Dahoud. The way Pep set up his team, De Bruyne was playing the false 9. But when you watch the game, it's almost as if they were overcrowding the Dortmund midfield. So in the second half, even after they went up 2-1, they couldn't get the ball to Haaland, right? And Haaland is trying to play a dead stop beside the center half, right? He wasn't getting any service, right? That the football needs to go to his foot because he can dribble, he can kick from anywhere. He didn't get any of that in the second half. You know, like when a team score by you know you have to score and start to pressure the other team. City control that even after them score. But so they had to take off Bellingham because his legs got shot. He's 17. They took off Dahoud because he became ineffective after a while. Even though I feel the creativity coming from the midfield was him, right? And then put on the other players, which never had an impact on the game. So once they scored that second goal, the game was over because the City controlled the midfield and they were unable to give Haaland any ball, any service, anything you want to call it, for the rest of the game. And that was it. You know, it was a very simple game plan. And then you got to take off a player and then put on Sterling. Like, I can say Sterling was one of the best players for City, right? So you got to take off a player and then put on Sterling. There was no drop-off. And these are the issues that Dortmund run into. You know, and then the Emre Can now, not his best game, right? trying to be that defensive stalwart, standing in front of the centre halves. Just didn't work out today. You know, they have got improving team.
I think one of the things we heard them too is the fact that Sancho was out. Because that kid on the right is an young kid that, 1 year and a half, or I don't know how they pronounce it. But
No,
he's
UFF, whatever it is.
Yeah, he's like 19, and only started playing really since or whenever Sancho is out. So he come up through the Dark Manu system, so he know the system, but he wasn't ineffective today. Like me say, Rice never show up. So if they had some wing play, I think the coach make a mistake when he did start Gio Reyna. Actually, he should have started Gio on the right. Did the Torgan start the game?
Who?
No, he came on too. Torgan Hazard.
Yeah, see, so
Yeah,
should have started.
but nine of them made any impact on the game when they came on at all. They didn't even get into the game.
Jiggy, come on. Then come on that game where City already have control over. I mean, it's like you're going a battle and the man them already have control of the post and you are going to go try to take over. That go hard. You probably need a couple of air strikes for break the down for you. And them never get that. You see me? So it was hard for them to come on and make any impact like that. Probably if they had started the game, it might have been different, but I think if it's even Torgan Hazard, the man should have did start.
I have a question though.
That youth is the best Hazard right now.
Wait a sec, I know Fat Hazard. Do you think Dortmund is going to have fire sale if they miss the Champions League? Because they're well outside of number 4 spot.
I want me to talk since week. I missed 3 of Hazard might not leave. But between Sancho,
I think the other 2 out the door.
Sancho, Haaland. The only disappointing thing for them though is they're not gonna get that 90 million for Sancho. They're not getting nothing near to that because even though he has played good this season, he may not call like last season. His numbers might even be close to what they were last season, but his name hasn't been mentioned as.
I think they're similar.
Yeah, but his name hasn't been called as much, so they probably go get half of what them I look for him. But he's out the door.
80 million fee, man.
Haaland is out the door. If my father English league, yeah, then go demand that. But anywhere else, they can't get that fee. Only English league clubs go pay that fee.
Greg, stop. You know, all of the teams across Europe know which bank for raid. If them want 20 million, 100 million, or 700 million, sell a ball to Manchester United. They will pay.
Man, you ball at them if you defend themselves, man.
That's true, man.
And they need a right winger, so who knows?
But I tell you this right now. If them now win the trophy this year, Manchester United, they're gonna be forced to spend money. And you're right, Greg, they need a right winger.
And big time. Bellingham, him go stay at least the next 2 years. I mean, he could go because he's ready for the Premier League. But if I was his agent or a manager, I would tell him say, at least 1 more year. Gio Reyna, same thing. But between Sancho, I wouldn't be surprised if Bayern no try to get Dahoud. Because Bayern midfielders are injury prone, especially Tolisso. So I would be surprised.
May I pay attention?
Try to get Dahoud.
May I pay attention?
Yeah?
May I pay attention to the ball there? In time I watch that man again Dahoud. Because he look very good. Dahoud.
Yeah, man, a good while him there, Him about what? 24, I mean, them system for a good while. Remember the first time I see him and the centre back Zagadou. Because the 2 of them name, it just kind of unusual, so then they stand out. So I mean, them squad a good look a while. Him there from Julian Weigl. They start. The 2 of them used to start in the midfield. But yeah, I would be surprised if a team like Bayern not try to get Dahoud. But definitely the 2 hot topics them up front. I think out the door. And like me say, Akanji is a good defender. He might be moving on to young friend centre back who would play good. Yeah.
Greg, look what Byron has said.
That's why we're not buying anyone. Keep your cabbage. That was a good decision to buy him last year. Yeah, your coach have a buy him though. You figure say, all your coach. We don't need a right winger Byron. Who you think we don't have can use it now? No,
No, man,
bring
Daniel James is good enough, bro.
No, man. Remember the rumors was out there, you know.
Chiggy better say Jesse.
Daniel James is good enough, man.
The rumors was out there for the Jamaican winger.
Ole and Bailey.
Bailey?
What if a team's rumor with him? Him is the next one who.
And I think he's a Man U fan too, so.
Hey,
but he's the next one who has
Daniel James, you know.
this season either.
Yeah, Daniel James just fast.
Leon Bailey fast too. Leon Bailey is better than Daniel James, you know. So it's not outlandish to think that Leon Bailey is
Jiggy, that's not no debate there. Of course, he's better than Daniel James. You know, the only person who probably wouldn't agree is Shane, and it's because he's not a Jamaican. But yeah, of course, Bailey better than Daniel James. Yeah, man.
Yo, I know our fault that Shane had bad experience of Cedric Titus, right?
And I said you can go, no bingo.
Cedric Titus in the man.
Cedric Kingo. You look like a nibby out.
No, man, in between, bro.
Greg, what are you trying to say, Greg? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
You look like a William Gibbs student, dog.
No, what are you trying to say?
Stick to football. I can't
He's not a true brown man, in between.
But Byron, Jesse was a right winger already. No right wing Jesse used to play.
Youngster. Sell Messi Lingard youth.
What is that about Messi Lingard? I must type on iPhone type.
Yo, right now, Lingard gonna be in a better situation than this. Not like we have a discussion already. Me left at the side, then could have cried. Me go back at Man United. Me left the team.
Where some got money, them can buy him.
Yo, every year West Ham waste money still enough.
Facts.
It's a wasteful club, dog.
But then find players though. Bowen, Soufal, Cash play with it?
No man, Cash they have Villa. What the midfielder name?
Suja. The Brazilian we talked about last night.
Which Brazilian?
Left footy Shaggy here, youth.
What name?
That's not at West Ham. Him there West Brom.
No. Talk about man.
No man.
Man there.
I feel like
him name right now.
Oh, Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah.
Him still there West Ham?
No, I'm gonna see him this year.
No man, I think him unless them probably loan him. But we could have seen him there either Spain or Portugal.
I don't know why they don't loan him. Unless he get tired of London.
Them not sell him. Them probably loan him.
Him never fit in nice. Remember Arsenal they link with him just before the transfer window closing up.
Yeah.
I made that say yo, he'll be a good winger.
That's his name. Felipe Anderson. That's his name.
Yeah.
Yo, last year that was my favorite player on West Ham side. He was very, very entertaining. So I'm surprised.
My one was Lanzini till he get injured. Not because he's Argentine, but
it's because he's Argentine, sir.
Things. Hey, remember when Tottenham did go on a run there and go and let them win the league? Yeah, man.
Come on, bro, go and go see them, man. But Arsenal link with Lingard.
Arsenal link with who?
If we they struggle for relegation and a Lingard to come save, me no want to go on my side. You can't disrespect the side. You can't disrespect the side like that.
Number 10 in your team, so mine,
Best number what?
Best number 10 in their side.
But yeah, them have remember them get the youth from Brentford. Berrino. What name? No Berrino. No, I'm not Berrino.
Berrino,
something like that. Said Berrino. They have him.
Yeah.
They have Yarmolenko. Them full up of wingers, Most of them wingers, them are inverted winger them.
Last night, me I tell you, West Ham got players. Them
Yeah,
just
man.
not.
Every summer them buy baller. Them spend money
All
and
right.
buy them baller. Them.
Well, we can talk about West Ham next year if them staying at the top four. But
Hopefully not.
we're gonna
But
talk
yeah,
about them.
make them stay. And Manu and but Manu now go drop out. Shit.
Nah, man,
And you know what?
Make
I would
Chelsea
want
in
to see
Champions
West
League.
Ham. I would
Hmm?
want to see West Ham in Champions League. You know why? Because I am certain that their owners would go out and buy top players, spend the money. The owners don't care. I don't know who own the team, but we know that every year they spend almost 100 million to buy a player. So I am certain if they qualify for Champions League next year, the owner would go out and strengthen this squad.
And they will keep Declan Rice away from Manu or Chelsea class.
Yeah, there will be
You
no
know,
reason
so
for them to sell him.
if them not make it one out of them two, they are go try get him. You know, either Manu or Chelsea.
I
Go
don't
try.
know. Then we get the next 100 million from Manu for Declan Rice.
Eh. I told you about Chelsea go make top four. Top four in a long time.
All right. Anyways, now we're gonna talk about the Bush League, in the Corner League.
No man. We're not finished with the Champions League. The semi-final pairing them up now. Chelsea,
All right.
Chelsea Real. No, yeah, Chelsea Real City PSG. That's what I mean. Want she in there that. Cause inconvinced they start angry if PSG name on the trophy already.
Yo,
And
Real Madrid 5-0.
Over 2 legs.
Over 2 legs.
with King Kante in midfield. Soldier make a comment earlier say if Chelsea win this Champions League, Kante is the best French midfielder ever. Did he say ever? Soldier, put back a comment
Hold
on him.
on. So Kante win Champions League already? No. So World Cup trophy.
Yeah.
Three Premier League. That will be 2 Premier League trophy. Champions League trophy. He could. I mean, he'd have to debate it.
Travis Fiesty.
Not best ever. No man, Travis has some more push. So we can't say better friend him.
Yo, I can't see comment them now. What am I saying?
Why you can't see them? How you use?
But I'm on my phone.
How you use it?
Who I? She send me who I.
All right.
So I want to say about all right, Real Chelsea. Jiggy, seriously, no 5-0 over board.
No, Chelsea will not score against this team.
Really?
Chelsea struggles to score. I think because them bag up like a Crystal Palace who don't have an offensive game plan, kick one shot that means anything. It doesn't mean anything.
But
right?
Chelsea has been
they will not score against this Real Madrid defense.
Chelsea has been better defending under Tuchel. So 5 goal, Jiggy?
They will not score. This is what I'm saying to you. They will not score against Real Madrid. We can revisit it after the game.
When is Fatman coming back?
Jiggy, Chavi says a bagger you have.
Is that what?
It's a bagger you have.
When is Fatman?
Is that bagger what?
Eh?
When is Fat Hazard coming back?
Oh, they say he's in training and they are holding away the donuts from him.
Because if Fat Hazard face Chelsea, you know, he must have something to prove. Eh?
That would be interesting.
Yeah, man, he have something to prove against Chelsea, you know. Carvajal will be back. Lucas Vazquez will be back. Varane will be back.
No, Lucas Vazquez is out for the season.
No.
Them say out for the season. Did that change today?
Well, I early May them say so. Yeah, early May. He might be back before. Ramos will back in training next week. Varane and COVID, so Varane will be back. May I say anything here about Hazard? So I don't know when. Oh, you say Hazard back in training, Bojo?
Back. Them say back in training.
And Carvajal will be back. Who's their best right back? So who they use at right back today though?
Valverde.
Wow.
Rooney said in his predictions, him say PSG City 4, PSG 2, Chelsea 1, Madrid 3.
4-2.
City 4.
PSG too.
It's possible. But over both legs?
Yeah, I would want to say yes.
I expect more goals than that over both legs. With City and PSG, expect more goals. The Chelsea, Madrid, it could be even less goals. Probably could have 2-1 over both legs. Either way. Even though Jiggy feel like I say Chelsea can't beat them. I mean, you will. Rudy, I saw a midget. I saw J. I'm an about midget, man. Rudiger have something for him. For who? For Hazard? Rudiger can't kick or he can't catch, man. I think a Premier League referees them will go make him get away with everything.
Greg, I can't say that because Hazard fat, you know.
So what?
Yeah.
Him kind of chubby, you know. You see it?
You have something against big people.
Yo, that's called weight discrimination, Bojo.
Yeah. Your weight is. Come on, bro. Don't do that, man. But yeah, the 3-1 between Chelsea and Madrid, they expect a close. And like me say, Chelsea can win. I mean, I hope to God. I mean, if you sacrifice something, you do it for Chelsea.
Hey,
Win.
you know.
Hey? Yeah, man. We need to sacrifice something, man. We need to give up drinking or something, you know. I think.
No send no more free money to the girl and pan cash up.
Jiggy, we are talking about sports. Oh. Someone that talk about this but kick out Dunkin' Donuts, no, sir. I promise somebody I want it. Yeah, I think
Dunkin' Donuts every morning I'll give you spot girl in Money Star.
Jiggy, come on, say with your Liverpool jersey.
Man, have to sell it out and get an apartment.
Yeah, the guy stick to football, brother.
Anyways, all right. Jiggy.
Yo.
Come on, say with your Liverpool jersey there. Stop.
Bag, yo.
Donut Sports Weeks.
Liverpool is the representation today. You see it?
All right, so
Chelsea Liverpool. I mean Chelsea Real. Their prediction.
Chelsea Real. It's gonna be close. Me not believe in another 5-0 something there.
Come on, big ball. Prediction. Not because Soldier listen. I'm afraid that. I tell Soldier that as TV ball, I would have said, we're not afraid that.
3-2.
Who?
Real. 2-1 down at the Bernabeu and 1-1 up at the bridge.
Somebody black soldier, man. Black soldier. Oh, good thing Jiggy can't so I say. Good, you don't read it for Jiggy. Don't read the comment. Okay, stay here.
Yeah, we'll see it on YouTube later.
Travis Real 5, Chelsea 2. 4-3. Real.
Too much go. 7 goal at the game.
Yo, Chelsea defense.
Over 2 legs. I say 4-3.
It's gonna be hot match. Pulisic and Alvarez can kill Madrid. Travis confused, man.
You really feel like Tuchel has started Pulisic and Alvarez together against Madrid. And when they are putting some more solid players 19 for that game, in a way, both.
In a year, so
I play Aspilicueta and them, man. You're all player about play for against Madrid.
Aspilicueta. You see, if you have played a left wing back, the name Alonso, I feel say Crystal Palace him play against.
In Premier League, play Alonso too.
Yeah, that the boy don't know if he defend. Who play right for Madrid? Rodrigo
come on today, but
who start on the right? Asensio.
Asensio, bro.
Asensio gonna have a field day with that boy. The good thing for Chelsea is Madrid are back of La Liga, so Madrid have to use them strong team in La Liga as well. You know, them still a fight for that. So Chelsea can hope so them catch them fatigue.
Well, Chelsea are the same predicament, bro, because they are fighting for the top
Fighting for
four.
top 4.
Same predicament.
I doesn't link you upon that. That not brother.
You know, there are 14 on battlefield.
And remember, Chelsea have a deep enough squad to can play Timo can start, or they can use Drew against Real. You never know. You know, Pushka Shawar win a Giroud. Don't forget about him.
Better them start Drew over Timo.
Over Timo for that game.
Drew, he scored.
Kurt Zuma, Rudiger, Aspie, Chilwell. So you're going with a back four, so you really think your coach are going to back four against Real? You're madman.
When's the Kurt Zuma and Rudiger?
Zuma, Rudiger, Thiago with Aspie and Alonso. Children are getting no game in the Champions League.
Yo,
you better have 5 in the middle and try
to grow. I'm teach them boy football, man, if you do that.
Yeah. All right, City PSG. Yeah, man, that game have enough goal. This game go have enough goal.
All right. So this game is hard to predict because we don't know if the Pep will overtake this one again, you know. He's not going to play what everybody feel his strongest squad is. That's a 4-3 PSG. Same thing happened to Pep every semi-finals.
You know I'm worried about.
You know long Pep no reach semi-final?
No, usually semi-final or quarter-final. Usually get knocked out.
Quarter-final, man.
You know reach a semi-final with City yet.
Yes, well, same thing happened to him every quarter-finals.
I first semi-final is Maverick City, but here the problem now, no? Poch have Pep ticket friend in the England now. And now he have a better team. Well, not a guess, but he have a better team in a PSG, you know. And like Shane said last night, the Verrattis, Marquinhos, who else missing? Somebody else missing. Who should be back for that game? You know?
Are they going to be healthy?
Greg, turn on your phone.
Before the no.
Yeah, you're like a flip up when I talk.
Are the PSG players going to be healthy? Those are always the things I think about. But it's a very good game. I'm very interested in it. You know, but I feel like Neymar missed a couple sitters against Bayern Munich in the second game, and I think he's gonna make up for all the criticism he received because he PSG a good game.
Surprisingly, today Pep played Kyle Walker over Cancelo, and Cancelo outside of De Bruyne, Cancelo has been their best player this season. Are the most consistent. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ford now baller. But the things that Cancelo they do as a fullback this season, and I mean he's still defending. Oh, my phone picture. What is it? That's you. Alright, let's see if it's better now.
Yo, what's going on in the house of my youth?
Eh?
You know, so like I'm in the house. You show it and be nice.
Hear the echo. Like it's talking about jump.
Soji, man, give a whole lot of money, Soji.
But yeah, now go with City for PSG 3. No, 5-4 City. 5-4 over both legs. No, cut that crap. Both teams have decent defense. The attack might good, but they still have good defense. But we still have a City victory. We can't predict our scoreline, but City victory. And
4-3.
this is not from the
4-3
heart. This is
PSG.
football knowledge.
4-3 PSG.
Listen, this game might even end in a draw and away goals.
Could be.
I think that's one.
Could be.
Because neither of these two teams right now, well, especially PSG, no dominant at home. You know, I don't know if Crow's gonna be allowed in by then. You know, the English league are planning to have fans for last year, but don't know about the Champions League. But that's what City and Real Champions League final. What a beautiful thing.
City and Real. All right. Yo, we are going to the
Hold on, man.
the G League.
Big league. It's Arsenal in their big league, yo. Oh, I'm Man U friends them there.
Yo, tell me what the matchup them.
Man U, they play one side, not even know their name.
Grenada. Then win 2-0. Man U are gonna win that game easy. 2 or 3. So we can move on. Something else.
Roma, Ajax.
Yeah, one time that game.
Roma, Ajax, and Arsenal on the other side.
What about the Roma Ajax game? Because that scoreline the last week surprised me.
What? 1-1?
No? Didn't Roma win that game?
No, I think I draw them, man.
Well, let me check. I don't see that. Roma
Maybe
beat them.
Roma
got them here, go beat them last week 2-1.
2-1, okay.
And Ajax have a very exciting team there. The man have one young Brazilian winger. We're not talking about David Neres. They have an ex-young one. I can't remember my name right now. But he want to play lights out. You know? And for Roma, got them here, go beat them where, yeah, Roma still have people like the Sherrari, but I didn't see that scoreline coming. Hold on, my name is still there, Roma? Smalling?
Who?
Smalling.
Mike Smalling.
Smalling, yeah.
Smalling.
Smalling and Mkhitaryan.
Who? Mickey who?
Mkhitaryan and the Roma.
A ball of that, man.
Oh, you mean Mkhitaryan is the player for Arsenal?
Man,
You're so disrespectful.
I say, Arsenal play Cavaliers. Man, you play Mogi United. Man, you play what are that?
Volvo, man. Volvo FC.
Jiggy, no center team in the league, man. Travis Jung, but Man U, they win
Europa. Travis has smoke kush long time.
Yeah, man, smoke, man. Dog, high. All right, so we are playing Savia. Beat up a local racist team, yeah. The Villarreal Zagreb game. What a rot it is.
Unai Emery.
And we go back. Unai Emery.
Paulista and where next on him?
Me talk about the play for the Meta Boy coach Emery. Emery coach Villarreal, you know, say the Europa League is Unai Emery's trophy. He named right for
it.
Once was.
The Premier League turned Unai Emery an idiot still, but in a Spain league and in a Europa, he does his thing, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, and Villarreal have a decent squad, you know. But you have to keep eye on the Roma Ajax game because Ajax have a squad who can potentially recover and still got Roma go beat them.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way Granada or Greater Cake or whatever they want, you can beat Man U. That not happen.
Well, I don't believe it can happen, but I don't believe it will happen, but it can happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope it does happen.
Who Arsenal play?
Huh?
Buju, which one? Mobi who?
What that?
I must Mobi who be attack. The hospital, but you hope to go.
Oh.
Come on, boy, who? That brother. Man U are them there. I mean, Man U got them here, go beat them easily. No matter of fact, tomorrow Man U should play Van de Beek and But they look at young player it from Atalanta name.
Man U home record.
Diallo.
Man U away record has been better than the home record.
Somewhat. Chelsea beat Emery in Caribbean Cup.
Man U there.
Yo, so who Arsenal play?
Slavia Prague.
Slavia Prague.
Slavia Prague 3-0.
Them ball fully bad man. Fully. You wish. All right, so Saka fit for tomorrow. Emil Smith Rowe fit. And I was missing train today. Mbappe. Aubameyang never train. Odegaard not train. Mbappe.
Rudy said Man U will play Phil Jones tomorrow. Arsenal playing violent.
Anthony the Brazilian name, but they're Ajax. Don't get a chance. Google it. YouTube it. Bad look about.
So you say we playing violent kickers.
And them have Ajax have one 18-year-old central midfielder dog. He like I remember when Pogba just a forward through, and you see that pace and power, dribbling ability. As a matter of fact, this youth play for Holland already. Play for the senior team. What do you when them have the qualifiers? Him didn't start in them Gravenberch or Gravenberch, something like that. 18-year-old. Solid baller, Ajax might lose him soon too. Like they normally do. But that tie there, that's probably the second best tie of the round. Of course, the Arsenal Slavia tie are the best one. Oh, and the Slavia Prague baller get a 10-game ban today.
For?
Him call a youth. Oh, Monkey, Budge, your mic mute.
Racial slur.
Yeah, him call a youth. I think a monkey him call him. Then get a 10-game ban. When I hope the whole team get banned. I'm going to just go wait for Man U. You see?
It's a good thing. Saka never played a game there.
I would have called Saka monkey. And Arsenal game in call the person monkey at the previous round.
Rangers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I them knock out Rangers. Oh, and the next game, Zagreb and Villarreal. We don't go over that. All right, Jiggy. Man U Granada.
Man U.
2-0 Man U.
Huh?
Easy 3-1 probably. 3-1.
No, that's the Arsenal score. 3-1 Arsenal.
4-0 Man U.
Miss O'Neill Arsenal.
I wonder if the Chelsea reject can hurt Man U though. Remember the Brazilian named Kennedy?
Yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
Bro.
The Brazilian name.
Yo. You don't know the one name where Man U fans don't want to hear, right? And
I'm not
gonna paper.
No, man. You don't play for Granada. Ben Yedder, we not talk about another Granada in there.
Yeah, Ben Yedder. Them have a good striker too in Soldado. The one where Tottenham went to take deal money and buy, never work out. Them have Soldado, him and them striker. But
all of that, bro.
Eh?
About all of that, man.
Well, may I tell you who you know? I don't see
I've never touched the road though.
Eh?
Never touched the road.
This time of night, Jiggy.
Anyway,
we don't know your business. I drop my, we don't see our work. All right, quickly. Roma Ajax. Roma lead 2-1. Roma at home.
Roma go finish it off.
2-1 Ajax.
May expect the Italian team to do what they do best, is defend. So I don't expect Ajax to score.
And them go sit back and make Ajax play the whole ball then, and that can be dangerous.
Yeah, but we have seen Italian teams do that year after year after year after year.
2-1
And
Ajax in
until somebody really trend me, I go with Roma.
So me go pick like Bojo and say 2-1 Ajax, but then you go extra time if you finish like that. Because both
Ajax
teams
extra time.
go time.
Ajax extra time.
Even if you finish 2-1 at regular time, you see Roma go through. Roma have the strength to go through.
Yo, which major TV network bring on Europa?
BT Sports Munchie Pan.
Same CBS man. But you know, them sub out the game them to TUDN and Gala Vision and
Okay.
all of the Spanish channel them.
Bro, BT Sports, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, next game.
BT. All right, so Europa League semi-final. Arsenal, Villarreal, Man U, Ajax. Let's go.
Man U, Roma.
Villarreal,
Zagreb, or whatever. Zagreb.
Don't worry yourself. Next year, man, in Europa League, you're going to need to start learning team and name. Liverpool have a Europe, yeah. You better learn.
Yo, if Liverpool got Europa, I'm watch one game at Europa.
Why?
I would not support myself for such things.
Jiggy, you don't never win the league for 30 odd season now. You still watch them every day. Open.
I mean, I won't succumb to that stress.
Thursday football can be fun, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
yo, I'm on the road in a good job. So we link, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right, do you think?
That's the show. Preview tomorrow night, is it? But
yes,
anyway,
man, and respect. Let's go, Zagreb. Chill of Zagreb. Let's go.
Greg, anything in closing, Greg?
Arsenal Fan TV.
Bojo, please show up on time tomorrow.
Me?
Show up on time.
Me?
Yeah, not because 8:30 your time. I must say 9:30 full time.
Alright.
People from the East Coast.
Whenever you can leave work early. But anyways, that's the show. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
Please subscribe to the channel, First Sports TV. Share this video. Like, comment. You see it, First Sports TV. Out.
Bless. You see the feed that gone off of me. I think I went Jiggy wanna cause it, man. With him bang off one.